Yo, today we're going to get shredded on a budget. So the reason behind it is because summer's coming, you want to get lean without breaking the bank. That's where I come in and I'm going to show you how to do that. So we're going to eat around 2,400 calories for the day, around 190 grams of protein, and it's going to cost us £5.59 for the day. So basically, I feel like this video will be quite helpful and I've just run out of video ideas, to be honest. So hopefully you enjoy it. The way this video is going to work in terms of the cost of each meal is going to be the relative cost of each portion. So take this bag of oats, for example, per 1 kilogram, I believe it's 70 pence. So if we had 200 grams of oats, which is a lot of oats, even for me, that would cost us 14 pence. So the requirements for each meal to qualify for this video: each meal needs to be high in protein, it's got to be cheap, and it has to be somewhat healthy. So for the first meal, we're going to need 30 grams of mushrooms, 20 grams of spinach, 30 grams of ham, 30 grams of reduced fat cheese, and finally 4 medium eggs. So you don't exactly have to be Einstein to work out what we're going to make. Let's make this omelette. Quick disclaimer, I'm not going to bother weighing out my spinach and mushrooms, as for me it's not that necessary, but obviously if you want to be really accurate with the cost of each meal, then you better do that. You can tell we're on a budget, can't you? I've run out of barbecue sauce. So there it is, meal one. Simple, effective, tastes good, easy to do. Macros are good, I'll put them there, and without further ado, I'm gonna tuck into this. That was a treat. We're gonna get straight into the second meal because I'm hungry. Let's go. So for the next meal, we need 20 grams of whey protein, 2 slices of wholemeal bread, 30 grams of peanut butter, a banana, and an apple. And that is everything we're gonna need. And to be fair, the good thing about this meal, there's literally no cooking involved. The first thing we're starting with is the protein shake. So I'm using my Protein World shaker. And to be fair, I'm not plugging or anything, but that looks pretty sick, don't it? So just 20 grams of whey protein. Make sure to shake that bad boy up. And then we're gonna make some peanut butter and banana on toast. And that'll do, donkey. So that to me is quite appetizing, a pretty decent meal slash snack. Plenty of micronutrients, a decent amount of protein. That'll keep us going for the next few hours. Again, I'll put the macros there, and yeah, let's eat. Also, one thing to point out that is going to be quite obvious to most people, obviously everybody's calorie needs are different. So if these calories and macros are too high or too low, then just adjust them as necessary. So for most people, this amount of protein is going to be sufficient, so you just need to adjust the carbs and fats. Okay, meal 3, and this meal is a frequent occurrence on my channel, so apologies if you've seen this about 10 times already, but the macros are good, it's cheap, it's ideal for shredding on a budget. So you probably guessed it, we're having 120 grams of porridge oats. Obviously we've got a decent amount of fiber, complex carbohydrates. It's just pretty ideal for dieting down. We're also going to need a scoop of whey protein. Fortunately for me, I don't have to pay for it, but I am going to factor in the cost of an average scoop of protein, which is 70 pence. So yeah, we're going to have a scoop of that. We're also going to have 150 grams of mixed berries. So these berries are the cheapest berries you can buy in a supermarket. So obviously a decent amount of micronutrients. We're going to pump up the volume by having 150 grams rather than like a measly 50 gram serving. And last but not least, we're going to have 25 grams of an 85% dark chocolate. So the reason for that, obviously we need a decent amount of fats in our diet, and also it's just going to slow the digestion of the carbs down. So typically this meal is something I'd have before my training. Right, it's time for the magic trick. 3, 2, 1, boom, there we go. The best meal of the day, hands down. I'll put the macros there, and I will quickly run through the price breakdown. Okay, it's almost time to run through the last meal of the video, but before I do, could you do me a massive favour and whack that subscribe button? So what we're going to need for the last meal is 200 grams of chicken breast, so I've pre-cooked that already. We're also going to need 350 grams of sweet potato, and lastly, for the veg, we're going to need 50 grams of green beans and 200 grams of mixed veg. Okay, as always, I'll put the macros there and I'll run through the price breakdown. Okay, that is a wrap. I hope this video was useful. Best of luck getting shredded this year without breaking the bank. Like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video.